Well, we talked about this yesterday. Angelina Jolie is making news this week after announcing that she recently underwent a double mastectomy without a cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, she tested positive for that gene that increases the risk of getting breast cancer, but that's not the only way she's being proactive about her health. In today's Doc Hollywood, we talk about how we can learn from celebrities who are taking control of their health. Everybody, I'm back and I'm here again with Dr. Stephen Smalley, a cardiologist at Regents Hospital. Nice to see you again, Dr. Smalley.
Thanks for having me back.
You know, of course, this week, big news about Angelina Jolie, where she announced that she had a preventive double mastectomy, and she really is very focused on her health. She talks about eating coconut oil regularly to help with her overall health. Coconut oil, hot topic when it comes to nutrition. What are your thoughts on it?
Well, I've had a lot of people ask me questions about that, my patients, and what I tell them is, look, coconut oil is got some good things to it. It might reach your HDLs, and it might also burn very efficiently as a fuel source, but hey, 1 tablespoon is like 120 calories and 13 grams of fat. So there's a downside to it. So moderation, you might want to work it into a diet, but let's not forget diet, really important things, fiber, vegetables, fruits, not a lot of meat. So a whole comprehensive diet's what you need, not just one thing.
And last week, we of course heard about Governor Christie, who said that he had weight loss surgery in February. He tried lots of weight loss methods for years, but he chose that procedure because he was turning 50. He wanted to be around for his family. So we know being overweight isn't healthy, but really when it comes down to your body and your heart, what kind of impact do those extra pounds have?
It has a big impact. The weight, first of all, is going to make you feel poorly, and that's what most people feel, is some shortness of breath and not feeling well, maybe not exercising as much. The medical things that we'll notice are elevated blood pressure, high cholesterol, and then diabetes is also a big risk factor when you're overweight. The good news is, though, is that's a controllable risk factor, and so whether it's diet and exercise or one of those surgeries, it can be controlled and make a big impact so you can really improve your health by losing weight.
And take a look at these pictures, Dr. Smalley. Martha Stewart looking very good in her younger modeling days. Martha Stewart is now 71, and in her new book, she credits the Mediterranean diet for living such a long and healthy life. She looks great. Are you a fan of this diet?
It's a great diet, and I think if a lot of people followed it, we'd see less heart disease and less people dying of heart disease. In a nutshell, it's a lot of fruits, vegetables, high in fiber, whole grains, and then substituting healthy fats like olive oil or canola oil for things like butter in the diet. And then some things that people really like are that you eat a lot of fish and poultry, you don't eat a lot of red meat, and then red wine on occasion is a good thing too.
But of course, a lot of us look at these things and think, oh, I just have bad genes, or this runs in my family. How much of healthy blood pressure, great arteries, things like that come from our family and come from lifestyle?
Well, here's how I like to focus on it. You can't do much about your genetics. It's important because you want to look at your family history and say, hey, maybe mom or dad had a heart attack in their 40s or 50s. I need to pay attention. So we can't change that. What you can change, what you can work on in a positive fashion, is things like your weight, your blood pressure, your cholesterol, those kind of things, so you can modify those risk factors. So I have people focus on those rather than what the genes are. Genes should wake you up to the lifestyle changes that you need to be making.
Thanks so much for your time, Dr. Smalley.
You're welcome.
For next week's Doc Hollywood topic, and you could win a subscription to People magazine to help you keep up to date with all the celebrity news and gossip. To enter, text Doc1, Doc2, or Doc3 to 42379 for the topic you want to hear about next week. You can choose from how Carrie Underwood is overcoming panic attacks, celebrity marathon runners like Will Ferrell and Sean Combs, and how comedian Monique dropped 82 pounds.
And thanks to Health Partners Clinics and Regents Hospital for sponsoring the show. Remember to check with your physician if you have a health concern.